Eureka 7 full series analysis. It's cancelled. It's not happening. It's too much. I can't do it. Oh. Eureka 7, Volume 1, New Wave. Eureka 7, Volume 2, New Vision. PS2 games made while the show, Eureka 7, is being made. They're not good. I didn't like them. They have bad gameplay. They feel bad. Bad music. Characters no good. Story bad. Story was not good. You shoot stuff on foot. Not fun. You shoot stuff in a robot. More fun, but still not fun. You fly in a robot. Sometimes you shoot stuff while flying in a robot. You race. Oh, and they're like railgun sections. Like you're on a track and you shoot stuff. Pew 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 pew. Is that what you wanted? Is that all you wanted? You watched my Eureka 7 video. And you're getting all hyped for this series. You're like, oh man, a whole series of videos just like this? Is this what you looked for? It's not what I was looking to do. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted this to be good. I wanted these to be quality videos. Look at this shit. So, I just finished watching Net-Juu no Susume, or like Recovery of an MMO Junkie, or you know, a bunch of different titles because it's anime. If I'm being honest, I feel pretty disappointed. The show was just not what I was hoping it would be. which is really sad because for the first, 3, 4, even 5 episodes, I was really into it, and I was really like thinking this might be like my favorite show this entire year. I really loved it that much. I thought it was really great. But it just kind of devolves into a lot of things that I just didn't want the show to be. When I was watching the last episode, there are 10 episodes of this show. Pretty short show. It's kind of a Konosuba style, right? When I was watching the 10th episode, I was like, maybe I just like saw something in the first couple episodes that like, weren't really there. Maybe I'm just like, missing something. Maybe I just need to like, maybe it's like the fact that I was watching it weekly or something that like changed my opinion on the show as I went. But right after watching the 10th episode, I launched up the first episode and boom, it all hit me. Like, I was completely right. Like, the first episode of this show is fucking incredible, and I would recommend it. I think it's great. I think it's one of my favorite episodes of anime the entire year. It's fucking good. It's a good show. It's just that it doesn't deliver on anything that first episode, like, promises, which is just really upsetting to me. So let's kind of get into that, right? The main thing that warmed my heart up to this show so much is how it glorifies MMOs as much as it does, and it really like makes you understand the appeal of an MMO. Because there have been a lot of shows like this, right? Not like this, but I forget the name of the subgenre, but your Sword Art Onlines, your Log Horizons, these shows where characters get trapped in a video game world, right? And at first I thought that like that's what this show was gonna be. It's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like one of those, But it's not. It's not at all. And I think it knows that. I think the show knows that that's like what it's trying to make you think. It's trying to make you think, oh, it's gonna like kind of turn dark or whatever. But no, it's just a realistic show. And it made me really realize that like all those shows, ReZero, they don't really make you understand the appeal of like why these characters even like MMOs to begin with. You know what I mean? And like it's incredible how effective this show is at doing that. I guess I can call this this show Net-Juu for short, I guess. Sure, that works. I hate the English title, Recovery of an MMO Junkie. I forget what the Japanese, like, English thing is. It's got, like, an English subtitle that, like, doesn't make any sense, but whatever. We'll just call it Net-Juu. I think the way the show portrays friendships across, like, an online game is one of my favorite things in anime I've seen. Like, and it really made me feel a deep connection to this show. And it's so weird to me how this anime captures that so well, yet completely forgets that is the most appealing part of the show by the end. Because as the series goes on, it becomes more about the IRL girl playing the game, playing the MMO, and how she's like this 30-year-old girl who quit her job to become a full-time NEET, basically playing this MMO all day, which is cool. I really like her character. She's a really interesting character with a lot going on. She's great. I love her, but less so as the series went on, because what I thought we were going to get out of her is a real adult character who has real adult issues and has like big issues where like so big that she quit her job like to play games all day. Like that's pretty messed up. That's got some deep lore. And we find out that basically, I guess spoilers for the show, it doesn't matter though, this isn't like a spoilerly kind of thing. we find out that she basically just it was too stressed and couldn't take the Japanese lifestyle, which is a really interesting idea, but that's not really the way they play it out. They more so just kind of make it a cry fest where she's like, they hurt my feelings, like coworkers, and it's just kind of anticlimactic, I guess. Like, it's very upsetting to me because I just wanted I didn't even need a reason to know why she quit her job. I just assumed from the beginning it was because of a deeper reason, because she's an adult. She's 30 years old. But she acts like every stereotypical high school age anime character ever. Especially when it comes to the main relationship of the series. Like the main plot of the story, basically, from episode like 4 or 5 on, is something like that. Between her and this dude, who also happens to be this girl in the online game. By the way, the main girl, she plays a dude in the game. It's like a gender swap thing. And the main guy she ends up like going out with by the end plays a girl in the game. That's a funny dynamic. Whatever, it's like a little thing, but just to clarify that if you haven't seen the show. So, like, they just kind of get closer, and I was hoping that by episode 6 or 7, maybe even 8, we would have been, because I believe we knew since like episode 1 or 2 that this was going to be a 10 episode show, so I was like, okay, it's short and sweet, it's going to be very short and sweet. And I was hoping that like pretty early on, or at least a little past the halfway point of the show, we would get closure between this relationship, and they would start dating pretty quickly because they're both adults, they both understand how emotions work, I thought, because these are adults in anime, a rare thing. I swear to God, if we didn't know the ages, if they didn't specifically tell the age of this girl, you would have no idea she's fucking 30. She acts like she's 18. She's like the you know, the girl from Sakura Quest. It's been a while since I've seen that show, but like she reminds me of that girl, like less spunky and stuff, and a little more jaded, but she doesn't look or act that much older than that girl. You know what I mean? She just seems like a young workforce, or maybe the main character from Shirobako, like that kind of thing. It's just, she doesn't act like a 30-year-old person. And it's just upsetting to me because the potential for this, what I wanted the show to be, was this girl slowly beginning to understand how to put her life back together by way of playing an MMO. And I wanted it to really push the idea that like playing an MMO can be good for you, and like the way it connects you like with other humans in a digital play space is really interesting, and it can be really powerful for some people in certain situations. And then maybe like so the way I wanted to play out. So Lily is this main girl that the main girl who's playing a dude in the online game meets Lily, who's the girl who is the guy in real life. They end up starting to date. That makes sense. There's like 2 layers to this. There's the MMO world, real world, right? Right, that makes sense. I was hoping the show would develop the MMO characters first. That would be the main focus of the show. And they would start to really develop a connection in the actual MMO, which is a common thing for a lot of people. A lot of people, you know, online dating, that kind of thing. And eventually it like would evolve into like them wanting to meet in real life. And they would perhaps have a first meeting, and that'd be kind of comedic and fun, and they'd end up hitting it off after a little while, and things would just kind of progress from there. And maybe by the end of the show, they stop playing the MMO to show that that's not the MMO that was important. It was their relationship, and the MMO is just what brought them together. Really simple, really clean story that's really unique, a really interesting tale about some really special and deep characters. You can play around a lot with that kind of concept in 10 episodes. Short and sweet. Perfect. Not what the show is. Not what the show is. Instead, the girl IRL and the guy IRL bump into each other because they happen to live close to each other. What? And they continue to talk to each other, and eventually I think the guy realizes that, oh, she's the girl she's the dude I've been seeing in the game. Oh, they're the same person. Whoa! But that's not until like episode 6, and it's like, oh, god damn it. Very quickly I realized the show just wasn't going in the direction I wanted it to, as I've said a few times now. And it gets worse. Like, I think the most insulting bit of this show is... It's kind of hinted at in the very beginning. So, before 30-year-old girl decided to start playing this MMO, she had been playing, like, over the past couple of years, a different one.
This is such a waste of time. Make the fucking video, you stupid piece of shit!
It's time for my day. Let's go. It's fucking cold. This is how I get to work now. There's no way I'm riding my bike in this. It's too much.
Hey, do you like the MMOs? The RPGs? Are you a NEET? Net-Juu no Susume is one of the most accurate representations of what it's like to stay home and play video games all day. That means all the positives.
Look what this fucking series did to me. I haven't uploaded a real video since, like, the Justice League review. I think I released 2 episodes of the podcast in a row. That means that for like a month, I did nothing. Nothing on the channel. At least it looks that way. This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't supposed to happen. This is supposed to be a video on Eureka 7 New Wave and Eureka 7 New Vision. I have like... Here, I can like show you. I have like... Fucking... Hold on. There we go. I have like a whole thing of footage. Yeah, see, I got all this footage. It's like 20 hours of footage of me playing these fucking games that I haven't done anything with. I'm never going to do anything with. Because, fuck the Eureka 7 full series analysis. This shit is too much. It's killing my channel before it has any way to even begin. Just when I'm, like, starting to blossom as a creator, I get trapped in this fucking pit. This pit that is the Eureka 7 full series analysis. What was I fucking thinking? The first Eureka 7 video was a good idea. Analyzing why I think the show is good. Yeah, that's a great concept, and it turned out really well, and I think a lot of people really, really loved that video. But what the fuck? What the fuck? There is no way that 2 shitty short games should take me like 3 times the length that one video did. This is why from here on out, I want to just focus on making things I care about only. I don't want to have to force myself to write and edit and just work on stuff and force myself to be passionate about things that I don't give a shit about. I'm not like, I hate everything, or I don't know, your movie sucks or something. They can see, those guys can like seemingly take like any movie and make some kind of entertaining like video out of it. Now, when they're passionate about it, yeah, the videos typically turn out better, but they're like bottom line, even for a movie that's like mediocre, one that they don't have much to say about, it's like they still do a good job. Or Ralph the Movie Maker, another great YouTuber. What he does is like, if the movie's uninteresting, he just makes the video more interesting outside of talking about that video. Or talking about the movie, right? Like, so, I'm trying to find a better way to explain that. So, if a movie's boring and dumb, he just doesn't really talk about the movie that much and makes the video more of his own short film. Which, in a way, was kind of what this turned into, which was not the intention. Was never the intention, but I'm glad it kind of turned out this way. And I think it's interesting how in between all of the things you saw in this video, you can almost piece together what the Eureka 7 video was. Not just like when I'm talking about the video like I was way in the beginning of the video. Like, I think I just said the video like 4 times. Like, when you go back and watch when I was talking about the Eureka 7 New Wave and New Vision like games, and like that little clip I filmed when I was going insane trying to find things to say about them. Like, not just that, like, you can take that part and insinuate what I actually think about the games, but you also can kind of get a sense of a lot of the different directions that video was going to go in along the way, based on how I was. Because you could probably tell, but this really was filmed over the course of the past, like, 6 weeks. 6-7 weeks. I mean, the original Eureka 7 footage, I started filming that on November 12th, the day before my birthday, on the birthday stream, so, like, yeah, like 4 months ago-ish, but I had things filmed before that. They're not in the video, but, like, I had things planned for this that I had filmed, like a week before that, a little bit after I released the first episode of the full series analysis. So, this probably isn't a surprise to anyone, but Eureka 7 full series analysis is canceled. There's no more of it. This is dumb. This is a dumb idea. I'm gonna move on to something better, something more, I don't know, interesting, something that'll not kill me.